Hello, just good. Your Rick's here, back with another video, and I know, sorry guys, you have not heard me for since the Simpsons house review, and while I've just been really busy lately, a lot of stuff has happened. I did kind of film some videos, and some of them actually got taken down. Well, one of them did, and it wasn't really a filmed video, it was a news video about the same thing that I'm going to touch on today, which is the London Toy Fair. Now, of course, it's already Monday the 27th, and the German Toy Fair is going to start on Wednesday, but that kind of means Tuesday for the US, so we'll probably see pictures tomorrow, but usually they're late and they come like a day after. So I guess we'll have to wait and see when pictures come out, and I will be doing thoughts videos then. But for now, I'm going to do a thoughts video on all the stuff that was reported at the London Toy Fair, and additionally some pictures that I saw. I know a lot of you guys saw them for the summer 2014 sets. I also saw a few pictures that were not posted online or anything that I cannot share online, so I'll give you some insider knowledge on that, I guess. So, to start off, I just have to say, the sites I'm going to be taking a look at are Brick Fanatics, Brick Set, Euro Bricks, and what's the last one? And All About Bricks, because those are the four places that really covered the London Toy Fair for LEGO fan sites. And so yeah, let's get started into this. So I'll start out with All About Bricks, and basically the first place they had was the LEGO City Toy Fair report, and we got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Arctic sets that were shown there. I've seen pictures for all of them actually, and I have some printed out copies right here I cannot share. But I could tell you that the smallest Arctic set is actually really cool looking. It's not like the most amazing thing, but for the price, you're getting a lot of value. So let me just see. I have them printed out. And sorry I can't film this stuff, but let me see. So for the smallest one, it basically has, it's a sled, I guess you could say, or kind of a sled mobile, or I guess just a snowmobile. And on the back, it's carrying one of those craters that we've seen from the old Arctic sets, but it looks like it might be the actual boulder piece that we've seen. I know it first came out in Bionicle, and it's been used a little bit more lately, but it's a transclear boulder piece, and it comes with one minifigure, which is just a Arctic guy, which he looks okay, but it's a very preliminary picture, so I can't really describe it too much. Then on to the second set, which is the Arctic Ice Crawler. That's another cool set because it may be $10, as you can see right here. All About Brick said it's €10, so I'm hoping it's $10. The box size, to be honest, looks like a $15 set, so I hope they don't make it 20 or something like that, like they did with this set right here, which is the little Coast Guard $20 set, which had a $15 box size. It had the pieces that would make it $15. And what they did was they made it a $20 set, which was just ridiculous. But I have hope for this one because not only did All About Bricks list this as a €10 set, they also only have one minifigure in this set. The actual truck, or the ice crawler, looks really cool. It's a little bit like a pickup truck, I guess you could say. And the front has basically, just kind of like a pickup truck front would have, but the back is just kind of like a flatbread with a crane. And it has another one of those little ice pieces, the little ice crater pieces, but this one, unlike the small set, which I said had an ice boulder, this one looks to be an ice crater, so that's some nice variation right there. Now the Arctic Helicrane, pictures of that are online. LEGO Leaks Mexico has them, but LEGO Leaks Mexico, he actually just started removing all his videos. I guess he got hit by copyright or something. So what he's doing, it seems to be, is he's uploading all pictures to his blog, so you guys will surely see that coming up soon, I guess if he uploads it or whatever. But for that set, I know a lot of you guys did see it. It's basically a helicopter, or I guess a helicrane because that's what it's called. And that's really it. There's a little transporting part for a little crater, it looks like. It's not really interesting to me because I'm not into helicranes and stuff like that. But for the Arctic Outpost, it's kind of like a big vehicle. There's a back part right here, which looks like there might be an inside part in there. And then there's a front part with a little truck part. I think pictures of that were on LEGO Leaks Mexico. I'm not entirely sure. And it's not really the most interesting set in my opinion. And of course, this is just my thoughts. But for the Arctic Base Camp, pictures of that were on LEGO Leaks Mexico. If you saw that, the picture, I think it was a pretty good picture quality for LLM. And that is basically, it looks really cool. I mean, it's like a, how do I explain this? I can't really explain it, but if you guys saw it, it was basically like, there's a whole area on the back right here, like one building here and then one building here, and it's all orange. Or it looked like it was one building here, and then there's a folding part where you can move it. I'm looking at it, and that's basically what it is. And then there's a little staircase going inside the building, kind of like an Arctic outpost, which is how actually the $35 set is described. So it is an extremely nice set because you also get Huskies in it. You get a little Husky sleigh team, and you also get Huskies in the Arctic Helicrane set. So if you're going for a cheaper alternative, instead of getting the big set for the Huskies, just get the Arctic Helicrane. But I may get the Arctic Base Camp. Like I said, a lot of you guys probably saw that. I'm sure it'll be up on LEGO Leaks Mexico's blog, which I'll link to in the description. It's called like LEGOpreliminaries.blogspot.com. Yes, so that was in all the pictures. And it looks like a really cool set. I'm just worried about the price because it has 735 pieces. And while this one lists it as a $70 set, I'm sure in the US it's going to be hit and it's going to be a $100 set, which is just ridiculous. If it's $70, I may actually get it. I mean, it will be like the first big city set I get in a while. Now onto the trains. I'm sure a lot of you guys actually saw pictures before LEGO Leaks Mexico, but I think LEGO Leaks Mexico hit up all the pictures for those sets. But you can see right here, $50, $100, and $140. For those, the train station itself actually looks a lot like the 2010 one. In my opinion, I think it's the worst out of, like, I like it better than the 2010 one, but I don't like it better than the 2007 one, which the 2007 train station was absolutely excellent for City. I don't know if you guys saw that. You could look it up on Brick Set, but it's a great set. And I was actually going to pick it up along with the Volcano Base, but I never got around to getting it, unfortunately. But for the new train station, like I said, it was on LEGO Leaks Mexico. This one, it looks okay. I mean, there's like a big building on the side. It is an improvement from the 2010 one, which I thought really sucked. And it is kind of hitting the same notes because there's a taxi and there's just a little building on the back. I'm curious to see the inside because the picture I have is really small and the picture on LEGO Leaks Mexico is really small. So we'll see how that is portrayed once, I guess, the German Toy Fair hits up tomorrow. The passenger train, I know a lot of you guys probably saw it there because I remember that being on LEGO Leaks Mexico. The passenger train itself, it's 610 pieces, but you see right here they list it as €100, which probably means $100 in the United States. I like it, okay? I like it because it reminds me of the 2006 passenger train, which I absolutely loved. Never got to pick up. It's kind of the same vein because you got a yellow high-speed, I guess you could say, bullet train. The front looks a little bit weird, but other than that, even though it is 610 pieces, you're getting the little, I think it's called an RF controller, which basically controls the train. So you could put it to move forward and then put it to move backward, and you get a lot of tracks. So that, I think, is a great value because you get all those pieces and stuff like that. So I want to get that, but I don't know if I have room for it because I always wanted a train. I love trains. Then the big cargo train, it's a blue train. I know LEGO Leaks Mexico, I believe he did put one up for that, for the train and the train station. I'm not entirely sure about the passenger train, but the passenger train was leaked on Pocky actually. I think it was last week or something like that. And for the cargo train, it's a blue train, and it doesn't really impress me. I never liked cargo trains, but there's actually cows, which I think is pretty cool. There's actually like cattle in a little kind of, I think it's another wagon. What do they call it? It's another, I totally forgot, but let me see. Yeah, they say cargo wagon, so that's where they put the cattle. So that one's kind of interesting, I guess, if you're into like cargo trains and stuff like that, but not interesting to me. Okay, sorry about that, but I was on to brickfanatics.co.uk, and basically they had a really great description of the superhero sets, at least from Marvel, that's coming out later this year in 2014. Now, they described superheroes as becoming an evergreen theme, and now the actual news of this is actually fantastic news. That means that, basically, if you don't know what an evergreen theme means, think City, think Star Wars. Those are themes that haven't been around. Well, for City's case, it's since 2005, and then for Star Wars' case, since 1999. So very long-lasting themes. I guess you could say for other themes, let me think. Friends is definitely an evergreen theme now, even though it started the same year as superheroes. And let me think. And I mean, that's really it. Hero Factory, kind of, even though it might end very soon. So we're going to be getting a lot more superhero themes in, say, 2015, 2016, 2017, and so on. And actually, we have confirmation of DC at least for 2015, which is excellent because right here, they said basically that for DC, they're moving the product range due for release in 2015 to 2016 because it was based on Batman vs Superman, the film, and they're inserting more sets in 2015. So I heard a rumor that Green Lantern is going to be in the 2015 set, so I guess we'll see about that. But I don't think that would go any farther than that. But they described Marvel sets, at least for later this year. They said that for the X-Men set, it's only one set, and it's the X-Jet. And they say there's Cyclops in his astonishing X-Men uniform, Storm in her debut black outfit, Magneto with white slicked black hair or slicked back hair, which if you ask me, I don't know. It would have been cooler to get like a new Magneto recolored helmet or something. That white slicked back hair, I know what they're talking about. It's the one. Let me see if I have a figure that has it. Basically General Zod's hair, even though it wasn't originally from General Zod's hair. But you can see right here. So basically, I think they're talking about this hair. You guys can see that in white, which we've seen, I think, with Count Dooku or whatever from Star Wars. And there you go, back there. So Magneto is going to be wearing that, and that's a little bit disappointing, like I said, but you know, it's fine. And they also said the X-Jet does not look like the classic X-Jet or the one in the game, so it's basically kind of a new design, which is a little bit confusing because the one in the catalog, I believe, looked a lot like the one in the game. And they also said it's blunt-ended and much smaller than the Quinjet, and it's $44. It's funny because they say €44, and the Spider-Copter set is $45 in the United States, so that might actually be two $45 Marvel sets, which $45 is an absolutely weird price. It kind of confuses me. And then he said 3 Guardians of the Galaxy sets. Now this is great details. He says there's 76021, 76019, and then 76020. Only the licensees can see this, but they said Disney were on tour behind us, and he caught a glimpse at a brick-built Groot and a giant blue and yellow ship. That's interesting. I mean, first off, that says that Groot is brick-built and the giant blue and yellow ship. I'm kind of psyched for this line. I'm actually really kind of hyping up for the movie. It's my second most anticipated movie of 2014 because I want to see how they pull it off and stuff like that. Because they're not going to be in Avengers 2 or anything, which I found kind of interesting. But, of course, my first most hyped film is the LEGO movie, which comes out in 2 weeks. And the thought of them having a giant blue and yellow ship, I mean, I guess that says that that's going to be maybe the flagship of this wave of sets. So, I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait maybe later for pictures of that to come out. I expect, if anything, if any Marvel stuff at the Toy Fair, at like the German Toy Fair, or more of the New York Toy Fair, it would be the X-Men set, but probably not the Guardians of the Galaxy sets, because those are going to be kept under wraps. Just like the Iron Man sets from last year, Iron Man 3 sets. And from the preliminary pictures I've seen, there's none, at least from my sources. Now, there are preliminary pictures of the X-Jet from other sources. I think, what's his, Jaden Ho or something like that on Instagram posted a lot of them, so you can probably check it out there. And I think LEGO Leaks Mexico posted some of them, but there was the same ones that that guy from Instagram posted. Okay, so on to Star Wars. Nothing really interesting there. I'll just outline it quickly. The new Dewback is in olive green, and I'm really looking forward to Mos Eisley. I cannot pronounce it, okay? Gosh darn it. I need to see the original trilogy again. And then the event calendar, which I have seen pictures of, and I think they were posted on LEGO Leaks Mexico, so you guys have seen it too. Basically, they have, they say a Christmas tree droid and a Darth Vader Santa. Someone said that the event calendar has a black minifigure. I could confirm that it's just a Peach X-Wing pilot, I think. So that's a little bit disappointing. It would have been better to get a black minifigure. Then they say Imperial Star Destroyer, microfig of the Emperor, and the ghost ship from Rebels, which we did actually get a leaked picture of, and you guys could see that on LEGO Leaks Mexico's blog, which is called legopreliminaries.blogspot.com. I'll link to that in the description, but you could see a huge picture of that. And then they said the AT, which is $110 or 110 euro, so I guess that would be maybe 120 in the US. So that's it for all of that. And then for the TMNT sets, I will save my thoughts on the actual on the TMNT show sets that we actually got pictures of for maybe a later date, maybe next week or the week after, or maybe just until high-res pictures come out. So I won't touch on that there, but for sets that we haven't seen, which are the movie sets, they said that there's going to be the Turtle Van Takedown, the Big Snow Getaway, and Turtle Lair. And they said new figures are Leatherhead, Spider Bites, Kirby Bat, Karai, and Karai comes in the movie and the show set, and then different style turtles in movie sets, which are much darker, and then Splinter has short legs. So that's interesting. I'm really curious to see how this movie turns out and how the sets turn out, because it's being produced by Michael Bay, which is very concerning, and we never really had much of a, I guess you could say, a theme based on a Michael Bay-esque film. Because we're never getting what am I going to say, Star Wars? Transformers theme, because that's owned by Hasbro. Creo actually has that. And then they said that and I forgot to say, LEGO Leaks Mexico, he had a picture of the junior set of the Ninja Turtles junior set, and in my opinion, the build isn't good. I mean, I guess it's for little kids, but it's not really impressive. Like, I really love the Spider-Man and the Batman, I was going to say the Batcave set, which it is a Batcave set. But this one, I'm like, I don't think they really pulled off this license set really well. But I'm going to get it because it seems to have a regular face Leonardo from like this year, wow, it's already 2014, from last year, 2013. So that's excellent because I'm going to buy it for that because I need a regular face Leonardo. And Hero Factory just says Spider theme. You know, I don't really touch on Hero Factory. Heck, in my original news video, I didn't even touch on it. Though I will try to pick up some of the Invasion from Below sets. We'll see how that goes out, and if I like it, I'll pick up more. Ultra Agents. I've actually seen all the pictures of that because I had a source, like I said, who showed me the preliminary stuff, so I could share some info with that. Also, the Ultra Agents pictures have actually leaked on LEGO Leaks Mexico. I'm pretty sure he uploaded a few to the blog because, like I said, his YouTube channel is taken down. And for the Ultra Agents, basically what I could say for the sets is the small set is it's a little, I guess you could say, a buggy, pretty standard set, but you get two minifigures in that. One of them is a villain and then one's an agent. The second set, it's kind of, I guess you could say, it looks a little bit like a tank, and there's like some claws on the front, like I guess you could say Technic claws or whatever. And that one is actually a really cool looking $20 set. It's like a beige vehicle, which is very, very interesting. And the guy in there, I've seen him in the promotional artwork, which again I cannot share here, but he has the Chima little fists, and then he has like kind of a granite armor piece, which is really interesting. And for the Inferno Interception, a lot of people are excited because, hey, you know who's coming back? Dr. Inferno. Well, I've seen the picture for that, and sorry to break it to you guys, Dr. Inferno is not coming back. It's this new guy, his name's Inferno. He may be the same guy as Dr. Inferno, but if you see the pictures, maybe Dr. Inferno got into an awful accident, and he's kind of wearing a helmet, this new guy, Inferno, which is a really cool helmet because it's like, it's a circular dome piece that you see for like jars. I guess I can't really explain it because I know in Alpha Team they use it where they would put the skeleton head in kind of like a jar. And he uses that, but it's a new mold where it kind of has a fiery mold on top of it. So someone pointed out, I think it was Faye Frost on Eurobricks, and he pointed out that basically that could be used for Ghost Rider minifigures or the Human Torch for Marvel, which is really cool because it could be used for that, by the way I described it. And it's kind of a red helmet or a red kind of jar top piece. And then the actual vehicle is a really weird looking vehicle. It looks a little bit futuristic. It has like two wheels on the side. Okay, sorry about that. And so on to the Ultra Agents, like I said, the Toxida's Toxic Meltdown. The deal with that one, excuse me, is, I mean, it was posted on LEGO Leaks Mexico. It's a big kind of helicopter, and then there's a little laboratory on the bottom. Now, it does include, it includes 4 minifigures, and that's Toxita, Retox, Agent Curtis Bolt, and Astro City Scientist. Astro City Scientist actually uses the Series 4 radioactive scientist, I believe it's, I forgot what it was, oh, Hazmat Guy. He uses his little outfit, which is kind of interesting. And Toxita I haven't gotten a good look at, but Brick Fanatics actually describes her as having a green hairpiece, I believe, because they say green hairpiece right there, interestingly enough. Onto the, I think it's like the $60 set, or let's see, they say it's Hurricane Heist is $50, so, or €50, so maybe it's $50 or $60 in the U.S. Now the deal with that one is it's kind of a green vehicle. It's like a green flying vehicle, and there's 4 minifigures. It's Cyclone Aster City Guard, which looks excellent, by the way. You guys have, I think it's even on LEGO Leaks blog in like high res, so you could just look look at it up close, which is kind of interesting. And there's Aster City Guard, Agent Kalia Phoenix, which I haven't gotten a good look at, and Agent Jack Fury. In my opinion, it doesn't really look that good. I don't really like the actual the enemy's vehicle, but I do like the agent's vehicle because it's kind of like a floating motorcycle, which is really cool. And Ultra Agent's Mission HQ. Now that set is a huge set. A picture of that was also on LEGO Leaks Mexico, and has 1,050 pieces, and there's 5 minifigures. It's Terabyte, Agent Solomon Blaze, which, hello, Solomon Blaze, if you guys know him. Galaxy Squad. He's appearing in this theme, which is really cool because that's continuity, I guess you could say, with the Galaxy Squad theme, and then he's going to be in here. So that's a very nice reference on LEGO's part. And Agent Kalia Phoenix, Agent Curtis Bolt, and Professor Christina Hydron. And Christina Hydron actually has a really nice picture on the corner of the retail catalog, and it looks like a finalized version of her. She has Ginny's hairpiece in the same color that Ginny had it. Kind of, I guess you could say, a curious face with big goggles and lipstick, and then she has a lab coat outfit with a sweater vest under and a shirt under that sweater vest. So that's kind of interesting. I don't know why they included her as a final pick, but it just really adds to it. Cannot share that though. And now on to the collectible minifigures. My sources, my catalog or whatever, it doesn't really show anything on Series 12 or Series Simpsons or whatever. It doesn't show any pictures. They gave a little bit more info about Series 12 because basically it says that they're going to come with codes for the MMORPG or something like that. It says it's going to coincide with the release of the MMORPG. Also, for the Simpsons series, they just said that it's going to celebrate the Simpsons 25th anniversary. So no pictures there, but it's interesting because Brick Fanatics says Simpsons will all be unique minifigures in the series and price points staying at $2.49. So that's not bad for Europe actually, because it's €2.49. But for the US, you're going to have to pay $4 each for a pack, which is a little bit meh for me, but I know it's going to sell. I just hope this price doesn't drive away other people. I wanted to buy a box of it, but I don't know if I can now because it's going to be $4 a pop. 4 times 60. You do the math. I think it's $2.40, right? Yeah. Mixels. I've seen pictures of these. They don't really impress me. There's a purple series, I believe, and there's, let me see, I'm going to just take a look at my notes or whatever. Oh, it's really cold down here. Sorry, guys. I'm saying that as a Floridian, which is kind of funny. Okay, let's see. The Series 3 has kind of, it looks like kind of a beige-ish series, a green series, and then a purple series. Nothing too interesting there. None of them really impress me. And then Series 2 has a light blue series, a brown series, and then an orange series. Like I said, they're not really impressing me, but the preliminaries don't look, they're more like, I guess you could say they're drawn in. So maybe once we get the final pictures, they'll impress me there. Okay, now on to the Legends of Chima. Now, I have seen pictures of that, and most of the pictures have actually leaked. LEGO Leaks Mexico did a good job basically posting all those pictures, because he leaked like half of them. So, for those, we got, let me see, let me look at my notes or whatever. Let's see. Okay, for the speeders, we got Scorching Blades, which has, it has, let's see, they don't even say who's in it. That's fantastic. Oh, the set includes a Warriors minifigure. So that's Warriors' little thing. The build is not impressing me. Flaming Claws, which has a Krager minifigure. And it's not impressing me either. It looks like it's a little... It looks like the feet of like a crocodile. That's the little thing, and you have to jump over it. Nothing too impressive. Frozen Spikes. This one was shown on LEGO Leaks Mexico. And that has... what is it? A Voom Voom minifigure, which is such a weird name, Voom Voom. And that is a vulture, I believe, which is kind of interesting. And then Inferno Pit, or, you know, Stephen William, is it a vulture? Can you tell me that in the comments? He's like a really huge Chima fan. Stephen William, or William. I call him that. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. And then the next one is Inferno Pit, which has a phoenix in it, and it's Fluminox, and he is jumping over something with a crater, which is kind of interesting. Also, they have a new crater piece, which is, it's weird. It's like kind of like the boulder craters that I was describing, but you could open it like a clamshell. It's weird. I don't know, but I guess it's going to be a really interesting piece. So I can't wait to see the vinyl version of that. And you got the kind of the $20 one, which is Fire versus Ice, and it comes with Laval and Sir Fangar, and that's and it looks like it's just a really standard thing where you have to knock over the ball. Interestingly enough, there's no bats in this summer wave, which is funny. No spiders in this summer wave, of course. So they're just introducing tribes and then they dispose of them. Perfect, you know. Good job, LEGO. You're doing great, you know. Now on to the actual sets. They described it here pretty well. They said mammoths, and they described my favorite set here, giant AT-AT style mammoth set, which they said it was the best set, and I agree with them because there's a picture of it on LEGO Leaks Mexico, and it's a great set. I really do like it. I've seen a close up of it. It's not great, like it's maybe like an 8 out of 10, which is it's good. It's actually grown on me over the past week, I think. It has lots of detail, and it's really huge. The only thing that's going to kill it is the price. So they didn't even list a price here. Let's see if All About Bricks has it. It's like a brownish vehicle, and it looks like they have, I don't even know, like it has like some trans parts on it, which looks really cool. And let's see, yeah, €70. So if that's $70 in the US, hey, that's actually a pretty cool price. Maybe I will pick it up, maybe I won't. But other than that, which that does come with Mula, Motrot, Straynor, Vornon, Razor, and Juarez. So you can see here, Razor, that's a raven, so the ravens are back. And then the Flying Phoenix, oof, we saw a picture of that. There's actually like a really huge picture on LEGO Leaks Mexico's blog, and it's basically a huge phoenix vehicle that transforms into a temple or something like that. In my opinion, ooh, that looks really bad. But the minifigures in there are Flumex, Flinks, Fultrox, Tormac, Ella, Stelthor, and Vroom Vroom. Okay, so Vroom Vroom only seems to come in that set, and then the speeder set. So I guess the speeder set with Vroom Vroom is going to be Catch. Sadly, there's no like skunks or anything this speeder's wave. So that was the big set. And then for the small sets, there's Vardy's Ice Vulture Glider, which I think LEGO Leaks Mexico posted a picture of, and that comes with Vardy and Lundor. Eris's Fire Eagle Flyer, which Eris seems to be amped out with her Phoenix skills or something like that. And that comes with Eris, Legravis, and Straynor. Oh, wow, I didn't even know it came out with Legravis. That's kind of interesting. Sir Fanger's Sabertooth Walker, which comes with Sir Fanger, Stelthor, and Gorzan. And then Laval's Fire Line, which comes with Laval, Krager, and Mungus. Only one that stands out of all the sets, even the speeders don't really stand out to me, is I guess you could say AT-AT or AT-AT, depending where you are. Mula's Ice Mammoth Stomper. It's a huge set, and I really like the details on it. Even with in a preliminary stage, it looks pretty nice. So I guess we'll see more about that later. Sorry about that. My camera only has like 10 minutes of film, and that's from my iPhone. But we are on to Ninjago, and there's not really much descriptions of Ninjago, except I guess on Brick Fanatics. But let's see what they said there. Okay, they said Terminator-style theme continues, and there is a dojo set that hasn't been released, and going to continue into 2015 and beyond. So their info was that it's continuing into 2015 and beyond. A lot of people were surprised about this. I guess it could become perhaps an evergreen theme, even longer than Friends, because it outbeat Friends by a year. And the interesting part about this is the movie actually comes out very soon. I heard it's 2015 or 2016. I mean, I know that's not like super soon, of course, like that's even after Star Wars Episode 7 or whatever. But I'm just saying, like, it's coming out sooner than we think. Like, a lot of people thought like 2018 or something. But I have actual descriptions of the set because I've seen the sets. I know what comes in there. I have descriptions on notes and stuff like that. But the X1 Ninja Charger comes with 3 minifigures, Kai and the Ninjroids. Picture of that is actually on LEGO Leaks Mexico's blog. I think it's legopreliminaries.blogspot.com. And then Battle for Ninjago City, also it was on LEGO Leaks Mexico's YouTube, but that got taken down. So maybe it's going to be uploaded onto the blog. But that comes with Jay, Lloyd, Zane, Nia, Overlord, and 3 Ninjoids. So that's going to be a huge set. 8 minifigures, $120 supposedly, which is interesting that they had a lot of faith to make a $120 set this wave, which I think is excellent, by the way. This is going to sell like hotcakes. The Fire Temple was like one of the biggest selling sets of like 2011, or if not, I think it was that and the Police Station of 2011, and like 2 Star Wars sets were the biggest selling sets of 2011. So this is going to be no different because it comes with the Overlord. In my opinion, I like the Fire Temple from 2011 better because this one is, I don't know, it looks a little bit weird. It looks like a little bit like the Dragon Mountain Fortress, I think, more than the Fire Temple from 2011. It looks like the Dragon Fortress. What was it called? Dragon something Fortress from Adventurers Orient Expedition in 2003. Because it has a staircase and it has like kind of the same, I guess you could say, build. There's a green roof and then there's kind of red and some gray. I don't know. I don't like the green colors in it. Hopefully the final picture of it will look better. And I know a lot of y'all are excited about that. Let me see if I have any other notes or anything like that. Yeah, there was no Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the catalog besides the Junior set, which I already described. And yeah, I think that's... Oh, well, Friends. Okay, Friends. We could do Friends. Friends, let me see my notes right here. Okay, Friends, a little rundown with that. They actually look really kind of cool. The Olivia's Ice Cream Bike is a small little set. It comes with a little fountain in the middle. And it is like a $10 set. It comes with Olivia, and there's a mailbox, and there's a little bike. That's really it. And it seems like there's an ice cream stand. I can't really see too close. Andrea's Mountain Hut is not what you think. It's like a little tiny thing. It's a $10 set, and if you look closely, let me see. It's literally just like a little wall with a window. So that's kind of disappointing. I was hoping for maybe like a $30 or $40 set, but I guess to each their own. And it comes with Andrea. The Summer Caravan, that's a cool set. It's a little bit like the Summer Camper. Oh, sorry, the Summer Camper. 2000, or it was the Adventure Camper from 2012, right? 2012, summer 2012, for Friends. And this one is, of course, a Friends product. But I think this one looks a little bit better because the camper has like an inside set. But I believe the Adventure Caravan sold really well, so that's why they're kind of releasing the Summer Caravan, which is kind of an alternate thing to that. The Heart Lake City Mall, a picture of that was on LEGO Leaks Mexico. That comes with 4 mini dolls: Stephanie, Emma, Sophie, and Julian, and Emma's dog, Lady. That is just a really kind of huge set, but the deal with that I don't really like is it's not like an inside part. They're all just little outside buildings. I guess you could say it's a strip mall or a shopping center more than a mall. So that's it for that. A picture of that did leak. The First Aid Jungle Bike, that comes with Emma, with an Emma mini doll and a monkey, and the boxes for these look excellent. There's a really nice kind of jungle-ish border, and we got Emma in there, and then the Jungle Falls Rescue. I think a picture of this was on LEGO Leaks Mexico. It comes with Olivia, a tiger cub, and a chameleon. Jungle Bridge Rescue comes with Matthew and Mia, and a baby bear. And that one is really weird because it comes with a little buggy, a helicopter, and then a little, I guess you could say, like a waterfall. Not really a waterfall, but it's more of a, I guess you could say a pond, but it's not really a pond because they place it right on, or it's more of like a little river scene. That's a good example of it. The Jungle Rescue base comes with a slide and like a little hut, it seems like, and that's really it for that. And it comes with Andrea, Stephanie, and 4 animals. That seems to be like maybe $50 or $40. And then the event calendar comes with Mia and Emma, and 24 buildable surprises in the calendar, and 24 single compartments. So yeah, I believe that's it. Like I said, my catalog didn't have, or the catalog that I was shared with, it didn't have Marvel, it didn't have like any DC stuff, it didn't have any Lord of the Rings stuff, or even Hobbit pictures. So that's it. And then it didn't have any Lego movie pictures or anything like that, but it did have descriptions, which I know the spaceship set, that comes with Benny, a Robo-Pilot, Wild Style, Robot Emmett, and Astro Kitty, which is really cool. So that's 5 minifigures if you count Astro Kitty as a minifigure. And then Emmett's Constructo Mech comes with Emmett, Angry Kitty, and then 2 Skeletrons, which I think is a little bit disappointing. It would have been cool to get maybe another minifigure, but it seems like the Emmett version, that is exclusive with an exclusive face. And then, what was it? The last one is that in the Robot Dropship, of course, that comes with 8 minifigures, 4 police SWAT teams, or police squad, whatever, I forgot their names. And then Johnny Thunder, Emmett, Batman, and the Green Ninja. Out of all these sets, the ones I'm most excited for, just to round up, of course, Simpsons Minifigures Series, nothing in there, though. The Marvel sets, I guess you could say, but I'm really excited for the police dropship for the LEGO movie, because that's going to be cool because it comes with Johnny Thunder. That's really just sells it for me. I'm really excited for the spaceship because it comes with Astro Kitty and some other really cool minifigures, but the spaceship itself looks excellent. It's like a classic space tribute. And nothing really from Friends. I mean, Friends is a little bit disappointing here because even in shopping malls, just like separate little buildings, and they're really kind of small buildings. But I guess we'll have to wait until a final picture of that. City, Arctic base, I guess you could say, in the small Arctic sets. So that's really it. And and for agents, I kind of really like a lot of them. Like I like the Inferno Escape, the $20 set, the $10 set, and then that's really it. But that's it for this little video. I'm sorry this ran on too long. I'm sorry if this is a little bit sloppy because it's like my thoughts and it's all over the place. But I'm sorry for the lack of videos, and starting this week, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a thoughts video every time we get pictures from the toy fair for the German toy fair, because I don't know if I'm going to do a slideshow like I usually do, you know, just here's a news video like this and text and stuff like that, but I would rather do thoughts videos because I feel it's a little bit disrespectful when I do a slideshow because they take all these pictures and I'm just stealing all their money and whatever. So I'll probably only do a slideshow for the LEGO Simpsons minifigures because that's something I'm really, really excited for. Maybe that, maybe Marvel or something. Maybe I'll do that. I don't even know. We'll see. For sure, I'll do a slideshow on the LEGO Simpsons minifigures or a news video on the LEGO Simpsons minifigures. But the rest will kind of be my thoughts. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. So peace out, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.